Hi guys! Today we're going to do a guided drawing. So that means that I'm going to draw and then you're going to draw. So you can either watch this video, which you can pause along the way if you need to and go back if you need to, or you can come to the class meet and do the guided drawing with me in the class meet. So one or the other, whichever way you prefer it. This video is for if you can't come to the class meet to do the guided drawing in real time with me, then use this video. Or if you did the class meet and you need to go back and you're like, oh, I want to do that again, I don't remember how it is, then use this video. Have fun with it and enjoy. Alrighty, today we're going to draw a cute little cactus. So to do this, we're going to start out right here. We're going to make, it's kind of like a U shape, and it's upside down, so it's gonna be longer and a little skinnier. So it's kind of like you just go around and back down. Okay, and maybe a little bit longer than that. So we'll go like that. So it's like a big stretched out horseshoe or a U shape that's upside down and it's skinny and stretched out. So we're going to do that, and then on the bottom we're going to put, it's like a little smile. Okay, it's not straight across because that makes it not look rounded. So we're going to put like a little smile line, okay? So it curves. And that makes this look rounded. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come out the sides here. We're going to go out and up and around and back to the main U shape. Okay, so it's like a little arm and it's just rounded out here. And then we're going to do another one. We'll go up a little bit higher before we start this one, and we're going to go out and around and up and back. So do yours have to be exactly like mine? No, but these are the little arms of our cactus. They're just gonna go up and like they're waving high, okay? And they don't need to be perfect. So if you have trouble with those shapes, that's okay. Sometimes it's hard to get certain shapes. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to add some lines. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do the face first. Let's do a face first. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna give him a little face. So we're gonna make a circle, pretty big circle, okay? And we're gonna go here, we're gonna make another circle. Now, here's the part that gives these eyes some really cute eyes. We wanna leave some white parts in these circles when we go to color them in. And it can get tricky because if you get your circles in the wrong place, it's gonna look kind of weird. So you want to be careful not to color them in right now. So we're gonna make a circle here, okay? And we're gonna do the one on the other side in the exact same place. Make a circle there. Okay, and right now it looks like he's looking upward, but that's not actually what we're doing. We're just kind of circling the white part. Now we're gonna do one on the bottom, so we're gonna go at the bottom and make a little circle, okay? And then we're gonna go in the same place on the other one and make a little circle. And now we're gonna color in everything except the two circles that we just circled. So it's on the sides of those, right here and right here. Okay, and that leaves him with those cute shine marks in his eyes. So then we're gonna color in right here and right here on this side. So we're not coloring in the circles that we circled. We're coloring in outside of the circles that we circled. And the circles stay white. And that gives the cute little shine marks that make him look so adorable, okay? If you want to, you could put a little eyelash or two on these eyes to make them really cute. So it's just 1, 2 lines. You don't have to. Maybe your cactus doesn't have eyelashes. That's up to you. Okay? And then we're just gonna give cute little face. So we're just gonna make a little smile line, just like so. Okay? cute little smile. If you want to, you could put cheeks by going like that. So it's another little smile line basically, but it's just kind of on the ends of that smile line. 1 and 2, and it gives a cute little cheeks on the mouth. Alright, and so the next thing that we're going to do to finish this guy off is give him his spikes. And cactuses have lines on them. So we're just going to wobble all the way down. This doesn't have to be a perfectly straight line, but you don't want it to be scribbly. So you're just going to wobble down. Okay, and then we're going to add some more of these, and we're just going to draw behind the eyes. So lift up, draw behind. You guys will hopefully remember how to draw behind, because we don't want to draw over the eyes, especially not over those shine marks that we gave them. So now we're just going to do these little stripes going down, lift up, draw behind wherever you need to. We're going to wobble all the way down. And these are kind of wavy and they're not perfect lines. That's okay, because cactuses have these sections that kind of stand out, these ridges, and then on the ridges they have the spikes. So we're just going to keep very carefully, and you guys might notice I'm taking my time when I'm doing these lines because I really don't want them to get messy. I don't want them to cross each other. We don't want any crisscrossing, okay? We just want the lines to all be next to each other, like they're nice and neat. Even though they're not perfect lines, they're nice and neat, and they go all the way from one end of the cactus all the way to the other end. So now we're gonna go wobble, wobble down. And on the side, there's still one here. And I feel like there should be one closer to this other side, almost with that line. And it might even disappear as I get down there, like I might not even see all of it. That way it looks like those stripes or those lines are wrapping all the way around him, because he's like a stand-up cactus. He's got, you know, a roundness to him. He's not just flat, and so we want those lines to look like they wrap around. So then on these arms, the lines are gonna kind of come from here and they'll go into there. So it kind of helps to start in the middle a little bit, and then do the ones on the sides, and they're just all going in the same direction towards, we'll think of this point as the bottom. So this is the top and this is the bottom, and they'll go from here to here, and they'll kind of follow the shape of that arm. So if it bends, the lines bend. So if you start, when you do this arm, start in the middle maybe, and follow the shape of the arm. Okay. And then you can add in your other lines, and they're gonna squish into that little part down there. As many lines as you feel like you need to fill up your arm. And it should go all the way in. Okay. So we might think about making some of our lines thicker now. You guys might remember doing that. And so I'm gonna just triangle out here a bit and make this a little bit thicker. So I just doubled this. Okay. And I'm gonna triangle out a little bit on this side and make this side thicker all the way down to the bottom. And then I'm gonna color that in very carefully. I want to get it smooth. And I think I'm just going to do a little bit underneath this one, just to make it look almost like shadow, and then triangle in as it kind of curves up there. I'm going to add in just a little bit more kind of oomph to my design. So now's the fun part. You've got your little cactus and you get to color him if you want. You could draw a background for him if you want. You could add like some pretty little clouds. Maybe some birds in the sky behind him. You add what you want, but for me at this point, oh, I think he's standing out here in the desert. Maybe we'll add some grass kind of growing beside him. Maybe he needs like a horizon line, so maybe, remember, lift up, draw in the air, so we're drawing behind. There we go. And now I gotta lift up, draw in the air again. And here's where the ground is behind him, way off in the distance. Maybe there's some mountains back there too. And if you guys remember your drawing behind skills, you just stop when you get to what you don't want to draw on. The cloud's pretty low here. This cloud's really low, but that's okay. I can have a low cloud if I want to because it's my drawing. So, alright, there we go. And then if you want to add something else to him, you feel free. And you know what? We didn't add actually a spikes, and I guess I could show you guys how to do that. But sometimes, and probably with Sharpie, I think it would look better to stop right here. But I know some of you guys won't be drawing with Sharpie, so if you want to add spikes, and I'm not going to add too many, but those lines that we put on there, those are the lines that the spikes come out of. And it's just like every so often along that line, like there's a little cluster, and it's just like 1, 2, 3. So you go down the line a little bit, like 1, 2, 3, or just 1, 2, or 1 even, and you just have some little bits sticking off. You can do them on the edges too. Like you might want to just do the edges instead of do the whole thing, because again with Sharpie it's gonna look a little too much probably. But if I add just, especially on the edges of him, if I add a few spikes, it'll kind of really make them look cactusy. So we definitely want to see those spikes coming out the edges a little bit. And they can actually go in any direction, so they might go downwards, even though they're sticking out. You might draw them downwards or upwards, but the point is there are little clusters of them, and they all come out of like one little point here and there along those lines. So if I was doing something more detailed with a finer pen, I would add more of these, but I don't want him, like if I keep going with the Sharpie, he's just gonna turn black. So then you know, you won't be able to like see all those details. It'll just get like too much ink in there and you can't tell what's going on. So be aware of what you're using when you do your drawings, and depending on what you're drawing with, it might change how you want to do it. So you guys can continue to color, add whatever designs you want, and that's the drawing for this week. So your choice is, you can do the drawing with this video, or you can pause it and rewind it and all that, or you can come to class. We'll be doing this exact same drawing in class. So if you did it with a video, you don't need to come to class this week, unless you want to. You're absolutely welcome to come hang out. But if you did it with a video, then you don't need to come to class unless you want to. In class, you might feel that like you looked at the video and then you thought, oh well, I need extra help on this. I don't get how to do this part or that part. And if that's the case, then come to class, because I'll be there to help you guys out, answer questions, help you if you're struggling along the way. Okay, so choose one or the other, whichever works best for you. And hopefully you guys came out with a beautiful little cactus drawing, and I can't wait to see them. I bet they're gonna be awesome.